So for the second season in a row, we find ourselves just 2 matches from the Champions League group stage. Let's try and get ourselves through to the group stage and hopefully improve on last year's performance. What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode number 80 of Passport to Poland. I still can't believe we've made it to episode 80. In today's episode we're going to be facing PAOK Salonika twice in the Champions League. But let's go through the things you might have missed, or you've definitely missed because I didn't show you them. We played Wrocław in the one game you've missed. We lost 2-1. Angalastri was kind of our undoing with the own goal. They got themselves or doubled their advantage, and Szymczak came on to save us from the bench. Which was, not something you'd hope to happen, but you've got to lose eventually. It's the first time we've lost this season, and I think actually the first time we've lost in quite some time. I think the last league game we lost was back in May, so a pretty good run for us. But still, that will work. Sorry, I've got slight hiccups. I don't know why. It keeps happening. Maybe I'm scared of the camera. Who knows? Weird. Right, there's been some transfer news, a little bit of transfer news anyway. We have, let me just work out where we're at now. Will Booth has gone out on loan to Wisla Krakow, one of our divisional rivals. He's one of the American youngsters we've brought in to try and develop. We'll see how he goes. I don't know just how good his ceiling actually is. Well, let me show you the scout report. It might do. Yeah, his ceiling apparently might be 4 stars. But he's currently good enough to play in the Ekstraklasa, so we've sent him out on loan to a fellow Ekstraklasa team in Krakow to see how he develops. Hezron Reed was just taking up space, he wasn't developing, so I sold him to Pogon for 135,000, rising to 180 potentially. It's a good move for him, it's a good move for us. He hasn't played for us at all, so good move for him. He can finally sort of kickstart his career, hopefully. He'll go on to have a good one, and then we've just loaned Sean Nanasinkum to Lecce, who are above us in the league right now, actually, slightly embarrassingly. But yeah, he will hopefully develop there. I think he can be a good player. Another one of the American contingent. It says he's only got 3-star top-level ability, but a lot of his stats are in the right places. I don't think I've brought anyone in of any note since. Klaus Bang. All these guys are just here to make up numbers effectively. Michal was the last one. I just signed him because I liked his name and he was Czech. He's not going to develop into anything at all special, but I'm trying to appease the board with their desperate need for us to sign more Czech players. They're disappointed. I must have signed 40 Czech players. They're just not happy. And I've given up trying to appease them until the next window, so we're not going to bother. Right, today we are going to play Salonika though, and this is the playoff. If we win this, we get through to the group stage for the second year in succession. We are surprisingly the favourites because the Greek league is much better than the Polish league, but we'll take it, and hopefully at the end of this episode, no matter win, lose or draw in this tie, we are going to have ourselves a group stage draw. Is just whether it's for the Champions League or for the Europa League. So into the game. Wilson starting in goal because I'm still trying to develop him. Francis Gomez below the Angalastri, Rico, Ribeiro, Jordal, Liss, Mitchell, Sterling, Black. Sterling starts at the top of the bench is Black, Cruz, Dostalek, Frey, Divine, Longstaff, and Shish, who is about to leave us as well for Vitsu Lotz. But this could be his send-off. I made that choice on purpose. Reece Divine is on the bench, but he's not really fit enough to play. But he's there if we need to replace Angalastri later on in the game, and hopefully to get his fitness back up. So we've got our full strength defence very, very soon. In terms of their team at Salonika, they've got a few English players around, a few players we know. Jack Marriott is a former Derby striker. He's pretty good. It's going to be an interesting one. Keiichi Iheanacho. Kelechi. I always forget how to pronounce his first name. Kelechi Iheanacho, the former Leicester and Man City, and in this universe, Crystal Palace striker is also there. He must have been there a while now, but yeah, he's quite a strong striker, so that's something to worry about. Ilkay Gundogan, Um, needs no introduction. Former Man City and Dortmund and everyone player, German international, hell of a player. There's some big names in this team. There's some big names. Feeling that Will Trapp is a fairly well-known guy as well. Played for Derby and an American international, so he is there. There's a few people about. I think there was someone else I was looking at. I don't think it was Ingerson, but Ingerson is a Icelandic international. He played for Rostrov Granada. He's been around pretty much everywhere. But also on the bench they have Chuba Akpom, the former Arsenal striker, who spent some time on loan in Holland. He's apparently there at Salonika in real life, a former England under-21 international. Yeah, so a few players there we recognise, which makes things very interesting for us. Okay, let's get into the game and let's hope we can get ourselves all of the win today. Right, Valdemar Liss is the only one paying attention to my team talks. The club can match our ambitions, sure. They're the lowest goal scorers in the Champions Cup. We are the highest goal scorers, by the way. They're the best defence. I think this is the first game they've played in the Champions League, but they've got the best defence in the Champions League. We've got the best attack in the Champions League, having scored something like 20-something goals already, which is pretty good. So let's see how this will continue. Let's do a get creative shout earlier than usual, but hopefully will inspire some confidence early on. I'd like us to be able to get the lead in the first game in the tie, obviously the away leg here in Greece, for the away goals. But this game could still be a challenge. It could be a challenge. We can't, under any circumstances, underestimate the Greek champions. Marriott though, Jet Marriott through on goal. Wilson makes the save, turns it round the post. And we survive. We live to fight another day, and hopefully we'll defend this corner well, and we can go on to get ourselves ahead. That will be good. Pelkas with the corner. Let's head this clear. Good work by Igor Gomes. And Valdemar Liss is going to try and chase it down. Will he get there first? He does. Has he got the pace to get past his man? He's just going to play it ahead of Mitchell, and we know Mitchell can do some damage. He's got options inside, including Keziah Sterling, but he's been attacked. He's been tackled by a CT. And that will end our little counter-attacking run. Right, throw in, and it's looking like it's going to be Francis taking it. Nick Francis to Mitchell. Mitchell back to Francis, who can hopefully get the ball in the box. He doesn't quite get the head on it, Sterling, but it's a good early sign. Good early signs all round, really. We're doing quite well. Keeping Gundogan quiet will be the key here. Keeping Iheanacho quiet as well will be quite helpful. They're the two I'm most worried about. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. And then hopefully we'll get a better draw for the Champions League if we get through this than we did last year. Because the draw last year, you probably still remember, it was only a week or two ago. But Ajax, Bayern, AC Milan was a tough group, and we don't want another one of those. Under any circumstances, more creativity. Please keep giving me creativity. Liss has a corner. Can he get this to someone useful? He can't. Ingerson heads it clear, but it will fall to Liss again. He's got options. He's got time. He just needs to scope the right one out. Quick ball flicked across to Jordao. Jordao has a pop from range, and Bruno Jordao gets himself his third goal of the season. Puts us a goal ahead. And that is the magic. That is the magic right there. It's a good start. It's a good start. We just need to keep ourselves going. Keep ourselves moving forward, and hopefully we will manage to achieve great things today. Took one touch just to set himself up. A beautiful curving ball into the net from distance. And that might not even be the best goal we've scored so far this season, which tells you just how many quality goals we've scored this. I think it's in the first quality goal Jordao has scored this season. We go into half-time, we're 1-0 up, and things are looking slightly rosy. Let's just hope we can hold on to this in the second half. I'm very aware that Angel Asri isn't going to see the game out, but, it's a good opportunity for Reece Devine to come back into the team and start working his way back. Mitchell heads it kind of to no one, tries to chase it down, but he was never going to get there. Mahajovic, but Mitchell has tackled him, and he's got options around him. Cutting it back now would be great, but he's just played it straight into the keeper's hands. As is typical for FM20, he had options that were way better placed than him, and he still went for it. No matter how many times I tell him not to do that. But, positivity is coming. Angelastri and Jourdau are not going to finish out this game. That's looking pretty likely, because neither of them seems to be fully fit. We're going to get creative shout. We'll give it until 20 minutes to go, and then we'll make the subs. Assuming Angelastri makes it that far, he might not make it that far, and if he doesn't, then all good. We're just sort of keeping an eye on his fitness now, really. It's looking pretty good so far. I think it's time to make that change. Let's do it. Let's take Angelastri off. We'll put Reece Devine in, give him a chance to, further his recovery. I'm going to take Jourdau off as well, and I'm going to give Simon Shish a chance to say goodbye to the fans before he leaves, because I don't know how much difference it's going to make, and I've got to make a decision between Sterling and Mitchell, but we'll leave them on for now while I figure it out. I don't want Sterling to get sent off. I don't want Mitchell to get too tired. It's Sophie's choice. Sophie's choice. I think it's going to have to be Mitchell comes off, actually, because he's not having the best game of his life. We'll send on Akira, right? Because we know he does the job. Well, we know he can do the job. Whether or not he will do the job today, we know he can. Reece Devine picks up his traditional booking within a few minutes of coming on the field, which is exactly what he usually does. I've got a couple of loans that I'm hoping to get over the line. Then may not help for the Champions League because I'm really struggling to register squad players. I've already got one centre half that's not registered, who I need to register, Klaus Bang. And there's a youngster, a young wonder kid actually coming in from Manchester United, hopefully, who also will need to be accommodated somehow, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. It might be that Akira Wright is the guy that has to make way. He is technically the worst player of the registered ones, which I don't like having to say out loud, but it's true. We might have to make the sacrifice. I'm almost tempted to send him out on loan for the season, but I haven't decided yet. I'll make that decision in the next few days, but we've done okay. We've got ourselves a win. For the record, that was our 201st game in charge. This is the wonder kid, Mark Stewart. He looks pretty good, doesn't he? He looks like he's going to be alright. We look at his scout summary, he would already be our best player. We haven't actually scouted him since Mark Guay left, but he's as good as Mark Guay was. So we'll see if he can develop. He's probably going to be in an England squad soon. That tackling is just filthy. He needs to be better in the air, but we can work on that. And yeah, we're going to bring him in, and hopefully we'll figure out something to do with him. He's already made his Man United debut, which I guess was last season. Yeah, he got himself an assist and everything. So yeah, really excited to have him coming in. And Felipe Cruz, we're just extending his loan because we'll keep extending his loan till he decides to play for us first time. He's already in his 4th season with us. He does qualify for a Polish passport, but he hasn't taken it yet because he doesn't see any benefit. Although in fairness, he should also be a Portuguese international by now, so maybe there is some. Just saying. Right, let's go to the second game, and hopefully we'll get a similar result. And we're back for the second leg of the game against Salonika, hopefully finding our way through. You've missed one game, which was the Podbeskidzie game. We won 4-1. Vucic getting an own goal, Sterling with a penalty, Lesniewski getting himself a goal and the Man of the Match award, and Filip Szymczak rounding off the route, really. Lesniewski is becoming something of a dark horse. I put him in because we were desperate for a centre-half a while ago. In fact, I think we're going to move him up to the first team, make him available for the seconds as kind of a just what he does thing. Because he's turning into a really good player. The star ratings are deceiving in comparison to his ability, which is interesting. So we're going to keep an eye on him. He's played 3 times for the first team now, and played really well every time. In fact, I think if we look at his ratings, yeah, he's averaging a 707, which is just ridiculous. So we're going to keep an eye on him because he might become a player we make good use of down the line. So yeah, there's that. Transfer-wise, there was some movement, a little bit of movement if we get there. Ignore the robot we're signing. We let Simon Shish go to Vitsu Lots for 55,000. There's no Jason Campbell came in. It was pre-arranged from a long time ago. He was like 16 when I scouted him and signed him. He's just joined the club. He's going to go out on loan, and we'll see what he develops into. But let's get straight into the game because that's going to be the important thing for the episode. So Bradley Wilson starts in goal. Francis, Gomez, Belodi and Angelastri. Rico, Ribeiro, Jourdau, Liss, Mitchell and Sterling, pretty much the same as last time, with Black, Cruz, Dostalek, Wright, Devine, Longstaff and Fillet on the bench. So hopefully Nothing massive changed, so hopefully we'll be able to get a good result out of this. I think we'll have to use Matty Longstaff at some stage because Jourdao is not fully fit, but we'll make it work for us. We'll make it work for us as best we can. No big changes then. They've gone slightly more defensive, moved Iheanacho back. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what can happen today. Hopefully good things. Hopefully good things. Right. So nothing good came from the team talk. We'll see. Yes, it was a silly question. It was a pointless, useless question. Wish we'd get less useless questions in the tunnel interviews, but let's see if we can get an early lead. And it looks like we're on the right track as Angelastri takes the throw into Jourdao. Jourdao beats his man, flicks it into Mitchell. Mitchell can't quite make it, but Angelastri is there. Will he have a pop? He will. Doesn't go anywhere. Jourdao cuts it back to Angelastri again. Ignacio Angelastri with a goal in the 3rd minute of the game, and that's given us a 1-0 lead, doubled our advantage on aggregate. And yeah, first goal for the club for Angelastri, and it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. Took a little bit of effort, two goes to get there, but we finally got him into space, and he just pops it in from outside the box. Good stuff. Right. We're on the right track. We're on the right track to the group stage, guys. That's definitely okay. Belodi flicks it out, finds Francis. Francis with a ball across the field, looking for Angelastri. Can't find him, but Jourdao should clear this up. Back to Belodi. Belodi with a ball forward again, finds Francis. Francis making a run now. Can he get a cross in? He can. To Sterling. Sterling heads it down for Mitchell. Mitchell back to Sterling. Keziah Sterling doubles our lead. And it's 2-0 on the night, and we're inside the 6th minute. And this could be a demolition job if Salonika aren't careful. And I don't particularly want to be a demolition job because I learned my lesson from the Crusaders game. Demolition jobs take a long, long time in terms of episode length. But it's fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it work the same way we always do. And get ourselves there. Ristovski with a free kick to Trapp. Trapp has plenty of space, goes for the back heel to Ristovski though, and Ristovski back to Trapp. They're going to hopefully try and play around us, and we'll do something about it. Iheanacho gets a shot from distance, and it just goes over the bar. And yeah, Wilson just watches it go, Been good so far, good performance so far. We're doing okay. Right, Liss with the corner. Can he get it to someone useful? He tries to get Ribeiro, doesn't find him, but finds Rico. Rico back to Liss. Liss back to Rico. Skubic has taken the ball though, and hopefully we'll clear this up nicely with Nick Francis. And can we build back up? We might well be able to. There's a ball down the line available if he wants it, but he takes the ball back to Gomez. No hurry here, it's fine. Gomez to Belodi. Belodi out to Jourdao. Jourdao out to Angelastri, who's got space. Gets the cross in. Will Mitchell get there? Just over the bar with the header from Mitchell. And we are looking like a very, very good side today, and I'm feeling slightly more confident that this year we can get ourselves a point in the group stage, which we're more or less through 15 minutes into the game, and we're more or less through to the Champions League group stage, which is unreal 2 years in a row. Paskalakis with the goal kick, to Francis though. Francis has options, slides it down the outside for Mitchell. Mitchell should be able to find a man inside if he wants him. Finds Sterling, doesn't get there. Jourdao again. Oh, big danger, big danger. Sterling, Keziah Sterling just puts it over the bar. And good pressure all round. We're looking very, very dangerous. Paskalakis with another goal kick. And this is going to be a game where we just see all the highlights. I can feel it already. Mitchell down the wing. He's got options around him. Loads of people in the box. Come on, get it inside. Goes to cut it back. Doesn't find anyone despite there being loads of people in there. Ribeiro takes it away from Gundogan though. And Bruno Jourdao gets his 4th of the season, our 3rd of the game, and our 4th of the tie. His 2nd of the tie. There you go. There's a bunch of stats all at once. And looking pretty good for a win here. If we take an 11-0 win, we've got to be favourites to get a couple of points in the group stage, you'd think. I'm not saying we will get an 11-0 win, but I've seen this before, and it tends to turn into a cricket score. So we've all seen this before. It was a few episodes ago. This could be another Crusaders result. It could be on the cards here. I'm not going to give them any instructions, any shouts, anything, because it's just I don't want to encourage them to score too many goals, which sounds really stupid, but I'm very aware of the fact I'm recording and the episode length. And I know if I start encouraging them to do a demolition job, they'll do a demolition job. We'll shout some praise at them and see if that, just cheers them up. We've got Gomez and Belodi on bookings. I've got options to take them off if I need to. Francis to Gomez, back to Francis. Ball forward down the line to Mitchell. Mitchell's got probably some options inside if he wants them, but he just skins his man. Flicks it in. Angelastri at the back post. Angelastri's got his second of the game. His second of the season as well. Good hunting grounds for Angelastri, and we can be fairly comfortable right now. Pretty much relaxed at 4-0. I had to check the scoreboard because I wasn't sure if it was 4 or 5 at this point. It just feels like we've been demolishing them. Angelastri, good header, and he just needs a goal on his left foot to get a perfect hat-trick now. There you go, there's a thing I've paid attention to. A little thing I've paid attention to. Angelastri's got man of the match sewn up already. But, we'll see what we can do. I'm going to tell these boys to calm down a little bit because that would be really good if they could not get themselves booked again. I don't want to tell them to ease off tackles. I just want them to not get sent off. That's the dream here. That's the dream. Keep 11 men on the field to the end of the game and hope for the best. I keep looking at the bench, just thinking if I need to rearrange things, how can I get off the 3 guys carrying bookings? Because Sterling also has one from the last game. It's probably doable, but I have to use Reece Devine maybe to do it, which is probably best avoided. Angelastri with a throw in to Sterling. Sterling, ball inside to Rico. Rico to Ribeiro. Ribeiro should find a ball out to Francis and does. Plenty of time, no urgency here, no hurry into Mitchell again. Mitchell with a pop, and that's 5-0. Darren Mitchell with his 6th goal of the season. And we're looking exceptional right now. And I think I might, just for the protection of the team, I might make the subs right now. Let's pause that on the replay. We'll watch the replay in just a second before I forget what I'm doing. We're going to move Angelastri to centre half. We're going to switch him to right. Belodi to right back and put on Felipe Cruz. We'll send Dave Black in for Igor Gomez. There's probably a way around they play better. There's not really. That's fine. It'll work. It'll all work out in the wash, and we'll keep Keziah Sterling on a little bit longer. But we tell a Chieri right to woman. We're not going to see the replay. It's fine. We don't see the replay of every goal. We'll be here all day. We'll give it another 10 minutes before we send a Chieri right on. Give Keziah Sterling a chance at another goal. And see what we can do. 5-0. 5-0's mad. Let's do it now. Let's do the sub. We'll take off Sterling before he takes that yellow card. Or another yellow card. And yeah, we'll give Wright a run out as the pressing forward because he's been doing it. He's done it for us more than once. There was a time many episodes ago where he couldn't decide if he was a pressing forward or an advanced forward, and he seemed to switch to whichever one he wasn't playing at random times, but hopefully he's settled down a bit and should just be able to play as a pressing forward now. Forward to Wright. He's not match fit, but he's been so long since he's played a full game for us. Francis plays it into Wright. Wright has a pop, cannot score. Probably his lack of match fitness has done this. Now Chuba Akpom is on a run against us. Last ditch tackle. It's not done anything. 1-on-1 with the keeper. That's a wonder goal. I'm gonna let him have that. If there's anything they get out of they weren't going to take much out of this tie, but I don't feel bad letting him have a wonder goal like that. Beat Angelastri just with pure pace, cuts inside his man there, and then just slots it behind the keeper who dived way too early for the ball. And hopefully a learning experience for Bradley Wilson there. Very much hopefully. Let's do a concentrate shout. Why not? We've got a free kick. I don't know what's going to happen with the free kick because apparently we're not going to see it now I've shouted. Doesn't matter that much. Sure, nothing spectacular happened. Mitchell has stolen the man of the match away from Angelastri. I feel bad for Angelastri. As a defender, you score 2 goals and you don't get man of the match. It's pretty bad. Hopefully we'll get a penalty and he can right that wrong. Felipe Cruz with options plays it back. Alex Rico will pick it up and needs to play it back to Cruz because he was in danger. Back to Black. Black across to Angelastri. Angelastri options around him. Plays it out wide to Francis, who switched to the left-hand side. Ball across the field to Felipe Cruz. Has a pop. Felipe Cruz just puts it wide. Could have made it 6. got himself in among the scorers, but you know, wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. And Angelastri is going to be gutted to miss out on that Man of the Match award. He very much deserved it, but you know, I'm sure we'll buy him a beer after the game or something. That's a good result. That's a good result. 6-1 on aggregate. 6-1 past Salonika. And now we're on to the group stage draw, where I'm desperately hoping we don't get just another impossible group like we did last time. Let's just have a quick look at the news, see what's happening. We've got past Salonika into the group stage. Let's see what the press is saying. Take it one game at a time. Ignacio is capable of good things, and we'll praise Mitchell for being excellent. I'm going to praise him for his passing. Good work. Right. I'm going to come back in a second with the group stage draw, so stick around. Right, it's time for the Champions League group stage draw. We've just signed Mark Stewart, the English wonder kid centre-half from Man United as well. He's looking like he's going to be a bit of a beast. Already better than Gomez and Bang, which is absolutely what we were looking for. Perfect, right. Now I've got to figure out how to get him into the squad, but let's do the group stage draw of the Champions League, because that's what we're all waiting for. Let's see what the dream group here would be. We'd like Benfica, I think, from the first seeds. I think they're probably the weakest team there. From the second seeds, Napoli, probably the best team for us there. Third seeds, either of the Red Bull teams, because we've beaten both of them in the past, so I'd take either of those ones for sure. I don't want Ajax again, that would not be pleasant. I think that means we avoid Bayern, doesn't it? Yeah. Because we be in the 4th seed group. Still the lowest seed in the group, but we'll be in the 4th seed group. So, let's do the draw. Let's see how it all shakes out. See what group we'd like to be in. Group A is the group we want, apparently. Or Group B is not the worst group, but Group A is probably the best group to be in right now. So, we'll see how this all shakes out. Good job we can't have Bayern. Well, I mean, we could have Bayern, but we, you know, let's hope that's as bad as it gets. I needed a brew, by the way. It was just desperately needed. Madrid, Juventus and Lyon. Man City and Roma and Barca and Tottenham are groups to avoid. So Bayern and Liverpool. So Man United and Real. Alright, definitely Group A I'd like, please. Definitely Group A. Especially if Red Bull Leipzig are going to be in there. We'll take Group A. We'll take Group A, please. Group F looks bad. Group F's got me slightly worried. So's Group H, to be honest. Oh no, Sparta Prague got Group A. Oh. Lyon, Juventus and Valencia. Well, we won't beat Juventus. We might struggle against Lyon, and we might struggle against Valencia. But this is going to be the test, I guess, for Group B. So we can get that confirmed. We got given another 13 million, by the way, for qualifying for the Champions League. Let's see where we're coming back to. I guess we have to do another click forward to get the fixtures. Hopefully something good will occur. Hopefully. We've got the transfer window coming up to close as well. Interestingly, I think there's a European game, an international game coming up as well. I don't think any of our players got called up for Poland. No Valdemar List nor Matty Longstaff, interestingly. But, you know, let's just wait this out and see what happens when we click forward. Hopefully not too much. I guess we're just waiting for Europa Cup 2 games to finish. There's probably still at least one Polish side in that. Right, so that's our group stage confirmation. Josh Lopez getting a goal for Lecce, who are keeping up the pressure on us. Right, let's see what we're coming back to. We're coming back in a couple of games' time for Lyon, and I think we'll do Lyon and Resovia. We'll do the cup game because they're quite close together, and then we'll work our way through as per normal back-to-back games. So yeah, Lyon and Resovia are going to be next episode. That's going to be the plan. Right, let's finish up this episode. So, as always, guys, social medias are down below. Hit that Twitter, Insta, Patreon, ChasingLamely. I am ChasingLamely. Like and subscribe down below to make sure you keep up with this year's Champions League campaign. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Have a good